about to gain egress to another realm. A zone not only of time and space, but one that is the theater of the mind. A place where the spooky and horrifying meet both the inane and the ridiculously bizarre or contrived. Grab onto your butts, for you just stumbled upon a curb of strange and tripped into the Crepuscular Quadrant. Here we are on a backcountry road, winding its way like a snake through the thickly forested mountains of our collective imaginations. And as narrative conventions demand, it is the dark of night, and it is raining. The date is close to Halloween. Our story begins in an older model sedan from a car company that no longer exists, traveling along the aforementioned spooky road. The driver has no particular destination in mind, but that doesn't matter, for the fork in the road just a few miles back just so happened to lead to the Crepuscular Quadrant.
Good evening. You're tuned into AM 1090 Talk Radio. It is 10 p.m. Time for the news. I'm your reporter, Skip DuPont. In international news, religious groups around the world continue to try and calm fears over the presence of the glowing comet that has mysteriously appeared in our skies. Panic broke out in the streets of several major cities as the fearful claim it is the sign of the end times. The Pope plans to hold an interfaith meeting at the Vatican with other religious leaders this weekend to try and find a way to calm people's fears. In other news, the world's largest particle accelerator, an astounding 666 kilometers long, is all set to begin testing tomorrow in Antarctica, near the South Pole. Head scientist on the project, Dr. Luc Safor, had this to say, quote, "If there is a God particle, could there also be a corresponding negative devil particle? We intend to find out," end quote. Critics of the project argue that not only is it just in bad taste, but that given the odds of a catastrophe involving experimental physics so close to the planet's magnetic pole, that it is, quote, just asking for trouble. Speaking of science, NASA is looking forward to the return to Earth of a probe that was sent out into the edge of the heliosphere, where it took readings and attempted to collect various samples of interstellar radiation. Looking locally, the weather is set to continue its dark and stormy course for the next few days, but should be clear in time for trick-or-treating on Halloween. And this just in, the county sheriff has issued an update to the manhunt for the escaped convict from the asylum for the criminally insane and violent. The latest is that the mad person is still at large, and anyone driving through the Porterville area should abstain from picking up any strangers from the side of the road. Repeat, do not stop for hitchhikers.
Whole world's gone to shit. Meteors, scientists doing science crap that no one wants, and loonies running the show? No thank you. Used to be a time when folks was decent. Kids played in the streets and no one locked their doors. Things were easy then. The good old days. Man, it's really coming down tonight. I still have a long way to go and a lot to do. Nothing good on the radio, and I'm so bored I'm talking to myself. What I wouldn't do for a bit of company. I'd give just about anything for someone to talk to. Huh. What's that up ahead in the headlights? Is that a person out in this weather? They've got their thumb out. I probably shouldn't. Ah, what the hell, why not?
May I enter your car?
Well, don't just stand there. Get in here already. You're letting all the dry out.
Gee, thanks. I was getting soaked to the bone out there.
Well, of course. What kind of person would I be if I saw a helpless soul standing on the side of the road and didn't stop to help?
You'd be the same kind of person as everyone else who drove by tonight.
Been out there long?
Long enough to get soggy.
Where you headed?
Oh, just past Porterville. I'm meeting friends for dinner.
No problem. I'm headed out that way. I was surprised to see you out there, miles from town, two-lane road through the forest during a torrential downpour. What has you out in this mess?
Meeting friends for dinner. But if you meant why I was hoofing it in the dark, in the rain, my car broke down and the storm let up for a bit, so I thought I could make it before it started again.
In the dark?
The dark doesn't bother me. I quite prefer it, actually. I guess I just underestimated the weather.
That and how fast you could run.
Walking, actually.
Well, I'm in the middle of a big move myself. I'd been in one place for too long, started going a little crazy. And I said to myself this morning, I said, Self, it's high time you got out of here and meet some other people. A change of scenery will do you good. Turns out it was easier said than done. Everyone I knew was real surprised when I sprung it on them.
And of course it started raining when you left, didn't it?
Well, sure it did. Lightning and everything. Now, they'd been saying for weeks that a storm was brewing. You could feel it, just like pressure in your head, just pounding, pounding, pounding all the time. Like if only I could pop or explode, and then everything would be all right. And the next thing you know, I'm looking at the place I'd lived in for these past 20 years disappear in the rearview mirror as the skies open up and wash my old life away. Very cathartic. Very cinematic. Very, what's the word for when something is significant but in a fortuitous way?
Oh, poignant?
No, no, that means sad, and I wasn't sad to be out of there, believe me. Now, this one means like a really important, a preordained divine intent, something to do with birds.
Auspicious?
Yes, yes, auspicious. It was very auspicious.
Right. Well, you must not have packed anything. This car looks pretty empty.
Oh, I packed light. Everything that I needed or really mattered to me, I crammed in the trunk. You'd be surprised how much life you can cram into the trunks of these older models. It's really breathtaking.
I'm sure. So, tell me about yourself. Any family?
Oh, not really. I have a younger half-sister I've never met. I don't think she even knows I exist. I thought it might be fun to go look her up. I'm sure it'd be a real surprise to her. A real trick or treat, if you know what I mean.
I guess.
So, these friends of yours, eating a bit late?
Oh, well, we're all night people. We always eat late. The night is when things really come alive, you know?
Is that what happens? I've always found it to be the opposite. Things die. Down, after dark.
I guess it just depends on who you are.
So, you from around here?
Not originally, but sometimes it feels like I've been here for hundreds of years.
Oh, that's funny. Look at you. You can't be older than what, 20, 25 tops?
Let's just say I have a very special beauty regimen and diet.
Must be some kind of diet.
Liquids, mostly.
Oh, like one of them juice or soup things, like a cleanse?
Not quite.
Normally I wouldn't pick up a hitchhiker. They say it isn't safe.
I'm not scared.
Neither am I. You just can't be too careful. There's an escaped lunatic on the loose, don't you know?
I'd heard, but honestly, I'm not too worried about it.
The radio said not to pick up any hitchhikers on account of it. But to be honest, it's been a real long time since I've had anyone new to talk to, and you don't look so dangerous. I figured, what the hell?
What? You don't think I'm dangerous?
Not particularly.
You'd be surprised. For all you know, I could be the escaped killer.
Not likely.
What makes you so sure?
I just know.
Okay, if you say so.
Oh, hey, would you look at that?
What?
Through the headlights, it looks like we're passing a cemetery. You can just make out the headstones through the rain.
Oh, yeah.
An old cemetery on a stormy night. Very auspicious, don't you think?
Not really. I'd say it's more cliche than anything else.
Oh, I guess you're right. Kind of spooky, though. An old cemetery next to a windy two-lane rural road through the mountains. At night. It's like the start of a horror movie or something.
I guess.
Holy shit! You see what I see?
Is that a person standing on the side of the road?
Looks like it. I'm gonna stop for them.
What? Are you crazy?
Well, I stopped for you, didn't I?
That doesn't really answer my question.
Well, get in.
Gee, thanks for stopping, mister.
You're liable to catch your death out there.
Not likely.
Where you headed, stranger?
Oh, me? Oh, I'm just headed past Porterville.
What a coincidence! That's just where my companion here is headed. Just my luck tonight. 2 hitchhikers. What are the odds?
Oh, you're a hitchhiker too?
Yes.
Lovely night for it, eh?
So why are you out in this weather?
Oh, well, it is a special night.
Is it?
Oh, yes. I do this every year.
Oh. What exactly is this?
I go for a walk. Every year, no matter what the weather, I get up and go.
Oh, I know how that is. You just hear that voice and it says, go. And no matter what you try to do, you can't resist.
Yes, yes, yes. We all have to follow the voices in our heads.
Well, I don't know about voices in my head. Mine's mostly in my stomach.
Ha! I hear that. Sometimes my gut does more of the driving than I do.
Well, right now, in this weather, you better let your hands control the wheel. We're getting close to where it happened.
Where what happened?
The accident.
The accident?
The accident. It's why I go on my walks. It was just up here around the bend.
What's that?
It was the night of the high school Halloween ball, and it was storming just like tonight.
Oh, isn't that auspicious?
No. Coincidental.
Oh, right.
A carload of teens were headed home from the dance. They had been drinking, and now there was a little bit of speeding.
How fast are you going?
Oh, relax. I'm doing 5 under.
Bobby Sherman was driving. He was the football star, the invincible QB. Thought he was going to live forever until he slid around that blind corner in the rain, right into the grill of an oncoming semi-truck. 6 teens, no survivors. And it happened right here. Anywho, that's what I'm up to.
So every year you walk the road where your friends got killed?
Uh-huh. It's not so bad. It gives me something to look forward to. So, what are you guys up to?
Oh, I'm just passing through. No real destination. And this one here,
None of your business.
this one here is a little cold. Are you cold back there?
Always.
Well, I mean, you are soaked to the bone. Hell, to get you dry, we'd have to move all of your flesh and run you through a wringer.
Yeah, and then I'd just be like standing there like a spooky skeleton. Ooh.
Right, like it'd be like that old song.
What's that?
Ain't no sin, take off your skin.
Oh, yeah, and dance around in your bones. Oh, man, that's a favorite back home.
Oh, I used to love it as a kid. My older sister always said it creeped her out, but she eventually came around. Is that a gas station up ahead?
Oh, yeah. That's the only gas between here and Porterville. It's open all night.
All night? You sure?
Oh, it's open all night. Believe me, I know.
I think we may need a little gas to make it to Porterville. And, I may have to tap a kidney. I'm sorry, that was crude. You understand, I haven't had many new people to talk to for a while. I'm a bit rusty. All right, shouldn't take too long. You two need anything?
No?
No.
Okie dokie. Gets too hot from fur. You get ice cream cones. Taint no sin. Take off your skin and dance around in your bones.
Back off. They're mine.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. I said back the fuck off. I saw them first.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Cut the shit. I could smell it on you as soon as you walked up to the car. And in front of a cemetery? Really?
Well,
You're fucking undead. You're too solid for a ghost. What are you? A zombie? Ghoul?
we prefer Revenant, thank you very much. And anyway, what the fuck are you supposed to be?
Isn't it obvious?
Uh...
I'm a vampire.
The Crepuscular Quadrant will return after a brief word from our sponsors.
Good evening. Orson Welles here to tell you about a new taste sensation sent to tantalize, torture, and delight your taste buds. For years, alchemical confectioners have pushed the boundaries and limits of the human sweet tooth, looking for the final barrier between flavor and pain. Now we can say that barrier has been found and crossed. Such exquisite sights await your mouth, threatening, nay, teasing, the madness that lies beyond what mere mortals call candy. From the non-Euclidean candy shop of Eric Zahn, located in the Rue d'Orsay, I am both frightened and ecstatic to announce black licorice-flavored candy corn. If you are unprepared to cross the threshold of taste with Zahn's black licorice-flavored candy corn, that is only a sign that your flesh is weak and your mind unwilling to take that final step, to step through the door and into a world outside of the saccharine sweetness of the daylight hours, and into the flavored darkness hitherto only known by madmen frothing at the mouth and choking on their own bloodied tongues in the asylum. For they know the true ecstasy of going beyond. So, this Halloween, why not dive down into the black licorice abyss, to the candy corn city of Yaha-Natlay, to that lair of the deep ones, where we shall dwell amidst wonder and candy forever. Zahn's black licorice-flavored candy corn. Taste the madness.
We now return to the Crepuscular Quadrant.
A vampire?
Yeah, surprised the dumbass hasn't noticed. If they checked their side view mirror like a good driver, they would see I have no reflection.
No reflection? How do you, do your hair and stuff?
What? That's your question?
Yep.
Really?
I think it's a good question, really.
Don't change the subject. You're not getting this one.
Oh, come on.
I'm hungry.
And I've only got the one night.
Wait, you really walk the road where you died every year?
Them's the rules. I didn't write them.
Wait. Did you really tell us how you died as we passed the spot? That's so damn cliche. Fucking ghosts.
I'm not a ghost. Not really. And anyway, ghosts don't eat. I do. And let me say again,
I'm hungry.
verging on hangry.
Like I'm not. I have to feed, and them's my rules.
Well, here's an idea. We could share them.
What do you mean?
Well, look, you only need the juice, right? I'm just the worm that comes along and eats the juice box when you're done.
Don't know why you had to say it like that.
Because it sounds a lot nicer than me saying,
Hey, let me eat your sloppy seconds.
Gross.
I know! That's why I didn't say it like that.
Ugh. Fine. Sure. Whatever. You can have them when I'm done. Deal?
Deal. Pleasure doing business with you.
Shh. Here they come.
Ice cream cones. Taint no sin. Take off your skin. Dance around in your bones.
Hey, didn't you need gas?
Huh? What? Oh no. It turns out they were closed after all.
Oh, well then, where'd you go?
Oh, out back. Tapping a kidney. Like I said. Say, let's see if anything's on the radio.
The manhunt continues for the escaped psycho.
Never mind. Who needs the radio? Right? We can just sing.
Okay.
Do you guys smell that? I smell blood.
Ain't no sin. Take off your skin. Go dancing around in your bones. Come on, everybody, sing.
Something's not right.
Yeah, I'm starting to pick up on that.
Ain't no sin to take off your skin. Hey, do you two know about demons?
Say what now?
The doctor said it was just voices, but I know now that it was the demon. You see, It was the demon that made me do it. Oh, tain't no sin to take off your skin.
You know what? I just realized I already canceled those dinner plans. Silly me. You can just let me out right here.
And I kept telling the doctor, but he wouldn't listen. Even as I removed his skin, he still wouldn't believe me about the demon. The gas station guy, though, he knew. I could tell it when he looked at me. That's why he had to go. He had seen the real me, and I can't be having that. But I stole his cool mask. You wait till you see it.
I only get the one night. I ain't got time for this shit.
Time? Oh, we have plenty of time. And you two believe me, right? About the demon.
I'll believe whatever you want. Just stop the damn car.
You know, it was a good thing I found you two tonight. Very good luck. How perfect, how cinematic, very auspicious.
A stranger is just a friend you haven't met. But sometimes that friend can turn out to be your own worst enemy. Taking the road less traveled affords many opportunities to meet strangers, make friends, and quite possibly a few enemies. Just be careful that the road doesn't lead to a dead end, or worse yet, through the Crepuscular Quadrant. This Halloween production starred Havelock as the driver, By Barbarian as Hitchhiker number 1, and Cody Franks as Hitchhiker number 2, and me, Garth Von Onen, as Rod Sterling. That's 2 D's, and you pronounce the T because there is one. Written and directed by Cody Franks. And a special thanks goes out to our Monster Squadron producers: Eviscerated Alexander, Bat Barbarian, Rachel Crypt Keeper, Tom Evil Doll, Justin Pumpkin, Skelly Tin, Ghost Hunter Franks, Carla Skellington, Casket Locked, New Scared, Ken with 2 N's, the second is for Necrosis, Human Brain in a Lamb, TJ Levitatin, Alicia Undertakerton, Jordan Rabies, Blue Bone, Yeti Fan, and Eviscerate Him. And from everyone at the Least Haunted Podcast and Sequoia Productions, I wish you a very happy and spooky Halloween. Good night.
Hey, goodbye.
The Least Haunted Podcast is recorded before a dead studio audience and is a presentation of Sequoia Productions, LLC.
Get ice cream cones. Take no sin, take off your skin, and dance around your bones. When the lazy syncopation of music softly moans. Take no sin, take off your skin, and dance around.